Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crit Hit Chronicles and the Tales of the Valiant. As you can see, we are missing our beloved Erin tonight. We wish her all the love. Erin is too busy being a badass and getting ready for Borderlands 4 launch, which is super awesome. So, yeah. Um, but we are here with our main cast. It's been a bit since we've actually had a mainline episode, so this will be interesting. It'll be a nice return to form. Couple quick announcements. First off, if you're planning to go to Gen Con and you need something to do, I have two suggestions for you. Kobold Press has a couple of fun things going on. The first one is a panel about how to be a GM, and I might be on that panel, so you can come and hang out and say hi and listen to me pretend like I know what I'm doing. Or if you would like to play Tales of the Valiant, I will be a VIP GM. So if you're there on Thursday evening, come and sign up for the VIP GM Kobold Press game. There is an adventure that we've got ready to go. It's going to be super exciting, super fun. I'm real excited to play with all of you. So go check out Gen Con's event page. Event signups go live on Sunday evening. So evening, afternoon, one of the two. So go and do the thing, and hopefully I'll see you guys there. In addition, Tales of the Valiant and Kobold Press are going to be announcing the Kickstarter for their Player's Guide 2. We're all really excited because the subclasses and spell work and stuff that Kobold Press comes out with is super fun. So go to koboldpress.com, follow the Kickstarter for updates on when it goes live, and pick up your copy when that magic happens. Also, I believe it was announced. I should double check this. I really should double check this. You know what? I'm gonna roll the dice. I'm not gonna get in trouble, I hope. We got sponsored by Kobold Creates again. So thank you, Kobold Press, for the additional sponsorship to this fantastic campaign. I am so happy. So prepare, I suppose, to my players, prepare, because there's gonna be some curveballs at some point this campaign. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be so much fun. What was that?
Should we make it double?
Okay.
We gotta
And
protect the
Kujo,
world from devastation.
To unite all people within our nation.
Keep going.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To send our reach to the stars above.
Jesse.
James.
Meowth, that's right!
If there is one thing that I love about that Team Rocket moment, it's always that James is to extend our reach to the stars above. Like, okay. I guess we're all Pokemon fans here. I don't know. Anyway, before we get started with tonight's game, we have a wonderful cast we want to throw the spotlight over to. Let them know who you are and who you're playing. We're going to start with Ian.
Oh, I'm Ian. What's going on, everybody? I play Marosha, bootleg loving pirate. Holla at your boy.
Popcorn it. Popcorn it.
I was letting it marinate. Damn. Can't do nothing here. LB say words.
Words. I'm LB Hack'em-Up. I'm gonna be playing Gavel, the human way of the open palm, way of the open hand monk. It's been a while, and I was very sick this weekend.
Been a
So
while.
my energy level is right where it needs to be for Gavel.
We got you. We got you. We love you.
Noir, please.
Hey, everybody. I'm gonna see how many weeks I can do that consistently. Hi, everybody.
Good.
I play Sybil, who does not have a tragic backstory at all. Don't ask about last week's episode. It's fine. Nothing tragic happened. It was not sad.
Do ask about that episode.
It was
God, so good.
That hit the heart. That hit the heart real hard. And I'm Kujo. I am your chronicler for this evening. I'm playing everybody else, and also Maris, who is Erin's character. I'll just be piloting respectfully and doing my best motherly impression that I can. But when last we left our intrepid, valiant heroes, every one of them had a goal, an idea for the next steps that they would take on this journey. Upon being visited by an entity referring to himself as Caliban, the party ventured northward, passing through the city of Phisea, to head north towards the Ramari Spire. Along the way, some difficult truths were revealed, and the strain amongst the party members was beginning to grow. Caliban appeared before them all and revealed to them what should happen if they reside on their current path. And what they were shown was a world that was covered in calamitous tragedy. Armed with this knowledge, some realized that their paths may have to shift. Others, it's a little bit more of a difficult realization. But you all, I think we illustrated at the beginning of the Origin episode last week, are all camped along the side of the trail. It is cold. The winter winds cut through your clothing. What do you guys do?
Gavel is cooking.
Okay.
I don't think Sybil has moved from his spot, and he has probably not been getting any rest, just working on his new armor.
Okay.
Marusha had set up that separate fire for himself, and he's sitting by it, kind of a little bit of ways from the group.
Okay. Maris, we'll say, is quietly helping Gavel cook. Not stepping in, not taking over the duties, not anything, just a silent extra hand as meals are cooked. Gavel, what do you cook?
I think there's a reason why you guys don't let Gavel cook that often. It is a stew. It is a very maybe a bone broth, with some vegetables that he brought from town. There's probably a couple pieces of pork in there, and it is probably the most bland. There's no spices or anything, just bone broth, and very healthy, nutritious, not
Sure.
very tasty.
All right. As the stew finishes, do you offer any to the two who seem to be separated from each other?
Yeah. Gavel will stand and take a bowl over to Sybil, and sort of standing over him, and is holding the bowl towards you.
Thank you.
Of course. What are you doing?
I am disassembling my armor to make a new one that is more fitting for its purpose.
I see. What purpose is that?
the prior build was more defensive. I need this one to be more offensive.
I see. And so less armor, more pistons?
Not necessarily. The purpose of armor is to take blows instead of my body, which is kinetic energy, which before I worked to simply neutralize. Now I aim to weaponize it to make the energy my foes would use to kill me be the exact weapon that I kill them with.
Makes a lot of sense. That's how I attack as well, usually. Taking momentum from my opponents and turning it back upon them.
To neutralize, but not to kill.
Yes.
I think that is where we will differ.
Yes, as you've said. But I don't hold that against you.
I don't hold your unwillingness to kill against you either.
You should eat, though.
Yeah, I will. It smells like it smells good.
Oh, well, good. It's it will give you enough protein for the night, and obviously all the vitamins needed.
Is
for-
there any seasoning in this, or is this just bone broth and boiled meat?
the bone seasons the water.
Okay. I can't wait. I'm just. There are a few complicated parts here, so I'm gonna need focus. But I'm gonna get to that. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you need any assistance, let me know. I have nimble fingers. Just ask Marosha.
Oh, about Caliban's visions of you. What did you think?
Well, it seems like a future to avoid.
Yeah.
I was told when I was growing up, my father would say that I lacked purpose. I thought what he meant was that I had no driving force in my training other than to train. But I think what he meant was that I require a goal. If I find a goal, I will achieve it. But finding the correct goal is what is important.
I've got to find a new goal as well.
Perhaps we'll find it together.
Yeah.
Don't wait too long. It's going to get cold and then it'll start to congeal.
I bet that would be the worst. I'm gonna just takes a spoonful and
There's no like ego in his face about this. He's like, okay, and then like moves on.
So good.
It's
It's so bland. So bland.
yeah, it's just it's food.
It's better than water. It's bone broth. So
Bone broth. It's better than water.
Gavel will bring Marosha a bowl.
Oh, what's this?
It's dinner.
Oh, okay.
Is it too hot?
Listen, if you're mad at me, you can just say that you're upset with
Why would
me.
I be mad at
don't-
you?
This is terrible. I'm sorry. It's
Oh.
bland,
Well, yes, it's nutritious.
but it doesn't have to be bland.
Well, I suppose not, but I know how to cook for my body, and that everyone else seemed to be doing their own thing, and so someone needed to make dinner. Would you like some salt?
Do you have some salt?
I'm sure there is salt somewhere.
I have salt. And he gets like a little pouch and he's like, perfect. Just a little bit. You know, sodium's good, right? For the muscles.
A little bit. Usually
Little bit.
meat has enough sodium in it to distribute. What are you doing over here?
Thinking.
Have you landed on anything yet?
No.
Would you like to talk about it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Perhaps
we all
I
saw
could.
that.
Yes.
How did you feel about yours?
As I said to Sybil, it is a future I wish
You
to
already
avoid.
talked to Sybil?
I
Ugh.
gave him his food first. He was closer.
Oh. Okay.
You can hear him retching in the back.
Fucking in the background like,
I mean, it's not that bad. It just needed some salt.
I think that I have learned from mine. It is good to know that Chad is still alive. For whatever reason.
So you were pleased with that outcome?
Well, I thought everyone was dead. So, that part, yes. What I became, no.
Oh. I guess that's what I've been thinking about. I have been thinking about my particular outcome and, you know, what that led to. And I guess what's bothering me, confusing, questionable is how I feel about it.
There were good things and there were bad things.
But I liked both. I wasn't alone. And I didn't feel weak. I was fast. Huge, strong, big. I don't even know how I got so big. Rain was there. I ate a person. That's what that happened. It was scary. And everyone's face was a mix between fear and a little bit of respect. questioned my actions or my words. It just was. Yeah. Actually,
Well,
that's what I've been thinking about.
if I may, though I do not know much of the life of a pirate, especially not a pirate captain, uh, from what I understand, ruling or being a captain, you require that sense of devotion and non-questioning loyalty, and from your opponents, fear is the best option. If they're afraid of you, you won't have to fight them. You won't have to um, put up much effort at all. Being a feared pirate captain is ideal, from what I understand. And though I can't condone cannibalism, that is a very quick way to strike fear in the hearts of your enemies.
I wasn't a captain. I was a king.
Right. Right.
So
What I mean is, I think that perhaps there are aspects of this future that you find appealing, such as being a king that is feared and respected and powerful and large. And those things are worth aspiring to. Perhaps not all of it, and perhaps not in the way it was, but I think you need to think about what part of it is what you truly want.
what do I do if I want it all?
And then you do that.
Would you still be around?
I'm not sure.
Would
I
you
like
want to?
boats that much. Would I want to
Yeah.
stick around with you?
Yeah. Sybil's obviously got his direction. He's going to meet it any means. I have no idea what Maris is thinking, and I'm a little bit frightened. But you've always been here. Wonder if you'd stay.
As you know, I don't find myself requiring companionship often. I don't usually stick around any further than I need to.
You can say no, Gavel. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. It would just order my thoughts.
I think out of all the people that I've traveled with, that I've met, I wouldn't mind sticking around. You have goals that you wish to meet, and I believe that you will need someone strong and fast to achieve them.
Thank you.
However, there are things that I will be required to do.
We have a
Finding
boat.
that is one of them. I also would love to learn how to do that thing where I exploded his arm.
That would be cool. See? It's not just me who enjoyed some of it. Also, next time, sear the pork before you put it in the stew. It's a way to open flavors without adding anything additional and increasing your macros.
Would that not just incur another dish to clean?
Absolutely not. You could do it all in the same pot. Actually, it would make more sense because once you add the bone broth or the water and the bones, you can scrape the little tiny bits off the bottom. That's your seasoning. Deglazing is what it's called. I read it somewhere on a wall.
Oh yes, of course. I feel I need to apologize.
To who? Me?
Yes.
For this?
No. No, that is a healthy meal. I'm not going to apologize for a healthy meal.
Okay.
When we were traveling up here, I said that you had no purpose other than assisting. And I was wrong.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Am I to apologize to you for something? Did I do something?
I don't recall anything.
Okay. You paused. I thought maybe this was my turn to say I'm sorry about something. I'm very forgetful. Do you want to hug it out?
No?
Do you want to do anything else?
Do you want to talk about Rain?
It depends. It's
She is
Yes.
still out there, yes?
Seems so.
And is that one of your goals? To find her?
It is. You know how you have a purpose or a focus, right? I never had one. And I wasn't bothered by that because I didn't know any better. And then I go stumbling into a bar and drunkenly pickpocket a captain of a ship because she was pretty and I thought it'd be easy. And then all of a sudden I had a purpose, I had a focus, a responsibility that all turned into love. And for the first time, there was no confusion. There was no frustration. There was no fog. There's a connection. All built on the waves. And in a moment where I thought I was doing the right thing, I watched it be taken from me, in front of my face, in front of the crew. And instead of thinking, I reverted back to the only thing that I could: anger and frustration. And it's been that way. So, as you have your focus of redeeming your family, mine is to get mine back. Because until then, it's all fog. No waves.
And we have a heading.
We do.
And my purpose is not redemption anymore.
Enlighten me.
Well, that path led me to what you saw. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I think that skirting the lines of revenge perhaps is not the best path.
Well, the line to hopefulness is nearly invisible. Hopefully you can see it.
Are you going to talk to Sybil?
About what? See, I knew that you come over here, you give me your bland stew, and you ask me about my feelings. I knew it was leading to something. You don't care about what I got going. What do you want? What do you want me to talk to him about?
I don't remember how I don't quite understand emotions. I know that there is something happening because you two have not spoken and are 50 yards away from each other.
He's being a bitch. All emotional. It just doesn't take things into consideration. He was faced with the... Did you always have that cat with you?
Yes. This is Simon. He's my
Hello,
contemplating
Simon.
cat.
I should get one of those.
Benji shits in your vest.
Oh, Jesus.
Emotional
he
or
was-
not,
But he was faced with an entire future of what's going to happen. Sorry. The stew's got to me. And what is he doing? He's pouting and building that suit of armor to probably fulfill what he saw. If you're over here talking to me about my feelings, you should be making sure that he's not going to kill us in the night.
right? Yes. No. He's over there pouting, and you're over here contemplating.
Right. There's a difference.
Well, if you want to make sure he's not going to kill us in the night, which
Kill
I'd be
him
very
now.
impressed if you could do. Is that what you'd like to do?
No.
I'm not your parent, Marosha. But if we are going to travel together, perhaps you should have a conversation. Unless you'd like to not talk for the rest of the trip and part ways.
Is that an option?
You are an adult. You can do whatever you like.
Are you sure? Because I'm feeling like I don't have that opportunity here with you.
I feel
You know
like
what?
you're reading into my words, and I don't lie, and I don't do sarcasm. So,
Fine. Fine.
just
Sybil!
walk, please.
No! Sybil!
I'm
Just-
going to go eat my soup. It's getting cold.
Just keeps working.
It's getting cold and congealed.
I'm gonna really God, it's like an ogre stomp over to him. He's fucking. Hey,
Marosha,
Sybil.
can I help you?
I don't know. How do you want to do this?
What exactly is this?
I don't know, but apparently it's something.
Is this about the vision from Caliban?
Yeah, because that's the only thing that's been on my mind for a bit.
I've given up on my quest for divinity, if that is what you're concerned about.
See, I don't believe you. Because here's why I don't believe you. Because you're stubborn. And in order for you to give up on something that you've worked this long and this far for means that you have to give up your stubbornness and listen to reason. And if I know anything about Sybil Kingsman, is that the only reason that he will listen to is his own. So I don't believe you. And I'll be honest with you, Sybil, I'm not upset with the fact that I know you're bullshitting me right now. Because that's what I like about you, is that you are stubborn. So tell me, how do you want to do this?
I'm telling you the truth.
So what? No more godhood? What are you going to do now? Become one of those crazy machine wielding, magic possessing, what is it? I read it, some lich?
I haven't quite thought about that. It requires far more magic than I have access to or any desire to wield.
But you also didn't have magic like a month ago, and now you do.
I guess that's what happens when you get a boon from a god. She
What do you
gave
want?
me this. Um, what do I want? I want the same things that I wanted when my goal was divinity. I just know that I can't have it.
Okay. How can I help?
I feel that you are confused as to my mindset or my plan. So I'm going to lay it out to you. I am destroying this armor, which is hard, and I'm making a new one to the best of my ability. And then I'm going to go home, just like this, clad in the best armor I can make. And I'm going to face my people with the same wrath that I would have if I were divine. And then they're going to kill me. But maybe I could take a couple of them with me. That's what I'm doing.
Well, you're still going to need some help. And they're definitely going to kill you. Your chest plate has an exposed bit around the neck. You may want to cover that.
I got rid of the mithril that was there. I need something sturdier.
Ritual's not bad. It's built for speed, as if you were going to move. And if I know anything about you, you'll put something in there to get you moving fast. Here, I can help. I'm
It,
not proficient, but I can forge a little bit.
this armor was initially built for defense and agility, um, which is contrary to how I can fight even with the assistance used. So I'm hoping in our travels I'll be able to source star metal or adamantine or something more.
Ooh, maybe something with like spikes.
No, no,
Well, I mean, like if anybody was to.
no. Um, but so we saw me being a failed god. What about you? You're not over here for an alternative to gavel stew, are you?
Okay, so it wasn't just me. It was also bland to you too, right?
I thought eating rations was difficult. I don't like to consider myself a spoiled noble, but there are some things
It's
that I've.
almost it's
Yeah.
borderline torture. Look, and he turns it upside down and goes,
Oh, Gavel warned me about that. If it gets cold, it gets gelatinous, which
gelatinous. Why? I just, you have to. Well, okay.
because it's made with bone broth and
Which
only bone
apparently
broth.
is which apparently is better than water, right?
It's water and bone broth. I used to have professional cooks make dinner for me every night. This I think this is worse than me being a god.
At least as a god, you could divine some seasoning,
Yeah,
something, some, some
like
smack your pappies, some, some Balry's seasoning salt. You
I
know what
Oh,
mean,
I'm saying?
I
Right?
know I
New, new shore season.
I know Maris has some seasoning in her pack. I don't know why they just opted to not use any. It's like it's anti-flavor, really.
I mean, Maris keeps hot sauce in their bag like crazy. I think they have like Aoria Steve in there, which is nice. Either that or they have little sending stone packets, right? The name is confusing because you think it's like, oh, it's a teeny tiny sending stone. No, it's just a hot sauce company named Sending Stone. It's crazy. Any hoozle. Um
I think I think we figured out how we want to do this.
yeah, we're gonna fix your armor, then we're gonna go back and kick the shit out of your family.
I have to face the devil of the battlefield on my own.
You can face him on your own. We'll take care of everyone else. There's no way that I'm gonna let you do this alone. Sybil, you are shocked with my gracious offer.
Well, that's fun.
Gavel's in the background cutting up the gelatinous pieces and then folding them into little bundles of noodle. And he's going to make soup dumplings for later.
Whoa.
What? Soup
Nothing.
I
dumplings
mean,
are so
honestly,
good.
it's actually not a good. I mean, it's not a bad like repurpose. To be for real.
Yeah. Have you ever had soup dumplings? They're the best thing in the world. Because when you cook them, it goes to liquid again. So you have the dumpling, you open it up a little bit so you get the air, get the heat out, and then you pop the whole thing in your mouth. It's so good.
It's like a soup hot pocket, Kujo. You've never
Yeah.
had a.
Oh, honey bear, we're gonna go for soup dumplings. And Lauren and I, it's our favorite thing in the world.
Cool.
Shout out, Lauren.
Hey, Ren. Oh,
Yeah.
shit. Noir's power just got knocked out
Oh no!
because the storm.
Great. It's gonna be a gavel.
Yeah,
It's a gavel origin story.
Oh, Jesus.
Gavel
We're doing it
Marosha.
live.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hey, Gavel, do you remember? It goes back to Gavel.
Do you remember the time?
You remember when we first met?
Yes.
Right.
Went right at the bar.
At the bar, right? And you remember what
Right.
you said to me?
Which thing?
It's a trick question. You didn't say anything to me. You punched me in the face because I was too close to you.
No, that doesn't sound like me. I wouldn't strike you first.
Well, I mean, I may have come up to you drunkenly and went, "Hey," and made a sudden movement and grabbed your shoulder.
That sounds right. And then I punched you square in the forehead. You stumbled back into a table.
Mm.
We got very excited, and then
Mhm.
came at me, and we fought and wrestled and drank and fought and wrestled.
Drank.
You drank. Well, you
Uh,
drank.
you showed I did. You showed me how nimble your fingers were. You have this really cool trick with the coin. You do this.
You know, I have a confession to make. I wasn't
You've
doing
always loved
anything.
me.
You were just very drunk.
There's no way. You sat here and you went, Marusha, check this out. And you went, boop, 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 and the coin went. That was fake, wasn't it?
Yes. Just like the eels. Illusion.
The eels were not fake.
No, but you do play them up to be something that they're not.
They're electric eels. There was like, they're huge. What? Do you want to try it? Do you want to try it?
Will it bruise your ego if I can do it?
You can't try it anymore because of that. They're big fucking eels. Gavel,
believe
okay?
I believe you.
And it sent crazy. My hands were black for at least 4 days.
I think he's frozen.
No. Why? That's the worst
Well-
Frozen face too.
So, where did the eels start?
What do you mean? Where did they start? In the box. They were in
No,
the
I mean-
box.
The tradition of the eels.
I mean, it started on the Pyrenees before I was there.
Yes, but do you know where the tradition started?
On the Pyrenees before I was there.
Right. I understand that. Physically, that is where they started. But what is the purpose of them?
To see who's tough. See if you got it.
And you're the only one
Do
who's
you
got
have
it.
it. Only one, baby. Fist. Ha. That's me.
Mm. So no one before you was able to do it. They just had
Not a
eels.
single one. Not a
Right.
single one. Yep.
And this was something that Rain started?
Yeah.
And she was not able to do it.
She doesn't have to. She's the captain.
Hmm.
Because we're not going to mess up those beautiful, delicate hands.
From what you've told me about her, were they really that delicate?
Absolutely not. Rugged as sandpaper. Let me tell you. For a water genasi, it's kind of weird, but I loved it.
Hmm. Good. That must be interesting. A soft,
Ah.
wet touch. Cold. Cold?
No. Very, very warm. It's almost
Good for
kind of
lubrication.
like, can we not about my previous
I
partner?
talk about my previous lovers all the time.
But you don't love them. You just tolerate them.
It's different with love.
It is.
Well, I mean, obviously the toleration aspect, but the not wanting to talk about it. I would think
Mhm.
you'd want to talk about it more.
Well,
Reminisce.
not with you. Do you tell people?
Why?
Do you tell people about when we had sex?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You guys talk about
Why?
it all the time.
No!
It is a fantastic experience. Why would I not elate it to the others?
It was fantastic. How
I've
many
had
other
sex with a lot
people-
of people. I think that I wouldn't. I don't know if I could rank them, but I
Hmm.
do appreciate your girth and your ferocity, your vigor.
Nope. Sybil moves 10 more feet away.
Sybil somehow drags the campfire, the lit campfire, with him.
Fuck
Yeah,
this.
Thank you. Yep, thank you. I also enjoy how flexible you can be, and your attention to detail.
Is this what you tuned in for, chat?
We're so back.
I'm just saying
but-
that there are many people that I would not have sex with a second time.
Yeah, well, that's really sweet of you.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to keep talking about this? I feel like we've ironed out a lot of things here.
I would like to have Sybil slip out to see if he can find some place to mine some metal.
Good
Right,
to
you
see.
were in
Um,
a conversation. I apologize.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Sybil,
Devil,
go
I'll
ahead.
rejuvenate our sexual prowess.
You've
know,
basically
the
been
best-
given a play-by-play over the last several weeks.
If you were to equate it to two forest animals, what would you say?
I did fuck Fear, and that was a grand experience. But you're top 5.
And that's where
High
we're going to
five.
announce Tales of the Valiant After Dark, where we talk
Hey,
about the
yo.
sex lives of our characters.
So I remember the first time I
Sybil, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Sybil's like, what do I need to roll to get away?
So,
Alright.
I imagine Sybil doesn't do quite a power walk, but it's real close to a power walk. Like, nope, mm-mm,
Oh,
mm-mm.
no, you out of your mind. He's full on boost, like jet booster something. All right, perception check. All right, first roll of the game. Let's do it. Perception check. Yeet.
oh hell, ooh, yeah.
Mm.
That's been my current vocal stem.
One word, 4 letters. Yeet.
Thank you, Jay Uso. We love you.
How many luck
I cut
does
my
it
hair
take
like
to re-roll a just
2.
do a,
2 luck.
all right, I'm gonna re-roll because I can do better than this.
Do it.
There it is.
That's
22.
a lot better. Jesus. With a 22, you don't have to venture too far before you get to the foothills of the mountain range that is to the west. With a 22, you do find a small cave. It looks naturally formed. It doesn't look like it's necessarily been carved or anything like that. But I will say that you do see some signs of some sort of ore deposit in the walls of the cave itself.
All right. Well, no time like the present, right? It's just gonna take out his mining kit and just go to work.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a, we'll say a strength check. No, well, it is kind of strength based.
That's fair. I guess I'll have him armor up so he can use his intelligence.
There you
instead.
go. Okay. That's a good idea.
Fuck.
Is that with
I'm
your
gonna use-
proficiency and everything?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my last 2 luck
Okay.
to re-roll that.
Luck
Bitch.
fuck.
Oh, it's worse. It got worse.
All right. You spend a good amount of time. I'm going to say close to an hour. And you do come away with some. It is a couple small bits in your hand. You know, you might be able to do something with it.
This is bullshit.
Uh
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I think it's not even about what he gets. I think he just needs to hit something at this point. And so he's just going and going.
All right. I'll tell you what. With that flavor text, with you essentially getting the stress and the anger out,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and roll one more d20 because it's going to be an advantage.
Yeah, all right. There
That's
it is,
much
19.
better. Okay. You, after that hour, the anger and the rage, like, at least let this happen. Give me something. You start hammering harder into the wall until eventually you come away with several solid blocks of what looks like a somewhat shiny blue ore. And you're not quite sure what material this is. You do know, I'll say, make me a history check.
Okay. 28.
With a 28, the Mageocracy delved into technological advances through their, superior respect for the arcane and with manufacturing. They had discovered a mineral that they foolingly referred to as arcanite, a material that is said to enhance the magical abilities of those who wield a particular object fashioned from this mineral. It is said to have a more bluish tint to it, but still have the lightness and versatility of mithril. Maybe not as strong protective wise, but you sacrifice the strength of the metal in the way it channels arcane magics.
I think he's gonna take out his charm to like get the full rundown on it, and then see the symbol of she who buys the truth. And instead of using it to like identify this ore, um, it's gonna rip it off and just kind of de-armor, fall to the ground, and just cry. I think like now that he's far enough away from everybody, he's just gonna fully break down. It's like half crying, half praying.
A few moments pass, and you can feel the cold of the cave lessen. Do you feel warmth around you? And you realize, after a few moments, that someone is embracing you.
I didn't think you would actually come.
I am never too far away, Sibyl Kingsman.
I don't worship you. I just respect you.
Do you think I only appear before those who pray to me?
Um, the reason that I wanted you here, he's gonna pull out his journal and kind of put it on the ground. That's everything that I know about Caliban and the ascension that he who lies utilized. It's everything.
You hold out the journal, and her eyes glow. Again, there's no facial features. It's sort of like ghosted over. But you can see where her eyes would be, that they glow a little bit, and you watch as the journal flips through the pages. The price that Caliban asks for is jarring to any.
He showed me. It's not the price that jarred me, it's the fact that no matter what I do, it ends in ruin. It ends in my best friend becoming a cannibal, my other best friend destroying people with barely a gesture, and the closest thing that I had to a mother since I felt mine descending into darkness. So
She gently cups your cheek and tilts your head up so you're looking right at her. You did not fail your mother. I am a divine of knowledge and the arcane. I deal in fact. You failed no one. You were put in a difficult, impossible situation. And you did what you could.
if Chance were there, if Clarence, Childer, or Courtney, the story changes. Instead, she had me, and that's fine. I I was so sure I would ascend that I could fix it all, and I was close to. I was getting there, and now it's all really lost. Sorry, I did not call you or pray to you to make this your problem. I made a mess. I'll clean it up. I just, this has been very helpful, so I thought I would repay the kindness with the information of he who lies.
Sybil, do you think that I came here because of a transaction? Do you think me so short-sighted and so heartless?
I don't know much about the divines or how any of you work. I know that Maris has devoted her life to one, and she slipped for a moment and was rewarded with an abomination in the shape of her child. I don't know what rules you all function by.
We function like often very dysfunctional and very unsupportive relatives. At our core, we are flawed because we are not mortal. We don't understand the gravity of some of the trials you face, but we know that they are meant to be faced. We have seen many things. I have seen much. But if there is something that I respect and hold above everything else, it is the resilience of those who face adversity, who face the darkness, whether that be losing a loved one or otherwise, and choosing not to let the darkness win. That is beauty. That is strength.
Then you should really be hanging around Gavel.
Gavel is spoken for.
I saw.
In my personal opinion, that is a match made in the heavens.
I don't know that I can be devout or religious, but I do know that when I had nothing, I had knowledge. I don't know who you are, but I know what you are. You are knowledge. And so, yeah, that's it. That's all I know.
Believe me when I say that those who follow me are some of the most brown nosing and annoying individuals I have ever encountered. Believe me. I mean, the point of knowledge, the point of my domain is
Self-reliance.
exactly. I don't need followers. I don't need clerics or temples, really. I exist as a spirit, a divine of knowledge. Whether people choose to follow me or not, it does not change what I am. And so, in your case, you may continue on as you wish. Whether you decide to don the robes to spread my influence to all the continents of Eloria, both near and far, or whether you continue to think for yourself and ask for help when you need it. I am here. I have been here. And I know the pain that you hold. I know how it weighs you. But you are not alone. Your own words spoke of three, well, pardon me, two best friends and one that you consider a mother, all with their own struggles. They are there for you just as you are there for them. But you have to let them in. Then again, these are just the words of a divine. My perspective is flawed in interpersonal relationships. I deal in motivation as currency. Don't mind me. It's just a collection of thoughts, hoping to bolster.
Well, I think this is where he stands up and puts everything in his pouch. Of the two gods that I've talked to, pretty sure you're my favorite. And he's just going to jet boot out of the cave.
She watches you go. And her smile that no mortal can see fades as she glares towards the Ramari spire. But that is a story for another time. You started some divine shit. You started some divine shit. But Ian, do you have to sneeze right now? What's happening? Yeah.
It's like your soul glow, bro.
Tell you what, we are going to go ahead and take our break. Now, before we break, first off, as always, stretch, get a snack, get something to drink for yourself, take your medicine if you haven't, and also enjoy the announcement for a new show that is going to start this upcoming Tuesday. So we will see you guys in about 10-ish minutes. Be nice to each other, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Kujo being bullied. No. Welcome back to Tales of the Valiant. Is there anything that you all wish to do before the night passes?
Crack.
Cool. Great. Then the night passes. You may all take a long rest. For those who have stuff to rejuvenate and whatnot. The night passes without incident. The time has now come.
Oh,
Where do you guys go? What happens next? What's the goal?
let's really talk about this because I, Ian, don't know.
That's also why I didn't want to throw a combat at you guys, because me, Kujo, doesn't know. Don't know?
I
Doesn't
think
know? Whatever.
Sybil's going to
I think both work.
say, look, you all came here because I wanted to ascend. And I got my answer that I can't. So, if it's all the same to you,
Here's a silly thought, and we can blow past this. Can we all ascend?
you
I have no desire to be divine.
Would it be fun? Maybe, right?
Would it?
Yeah.
you threatened my life if I even attempted it.
I slept on it. I'm sorry. I will move past this. We can find. Could you remind me the name of the person that had the magical knowledge?
Mordecant.
We can continue forward and look for Mordecant. We can still push forward on your plan, but more so in the sense of knowledge, as opposed to acquiring divinity. Sybil, you're still going to need more time with that armor, like we were talking about. Or
They are.
we can go.
No, please continue.
Or we can go back. That's all I was going to say.
The reason that I pushed us to come here quickly is they're cutting my father into pieces, and I needed strength quickly.
Above table, did we not know that?
You did not.
We did not. Okay.
Who? Who's doing this?
The devil of the battlefield. He's going to go in his bag and pull out the letter and the thumb.
That's a finger.
Which
He's
is
been
thumb.
sending you body parts.
I was egging him on because I was going to return home a divine being.
Okay. So it sounds like you still need to acquire some level of strength. You've already put something in motion.
There's no, there's nothing. I just need to, I need to go home. If that's okay.
Manifesting out of some of the snow that is carried along the breeze is a familiar visage of she who binds the truth. Just this hooded and cloaked individual sort of just appears through the snow. If you're needing knowledge and would like to form a strategy, I can provide some assistance, should you like. I
Does
like
everybody
you
see
all.
this?
We're gonna ask that too.
Yes, she is appearing before all of you.
Okay. Hello. Again.
Greetings, Mirosha. Gavel. Maris, you are being very talkative. Maris, I'm making soup. That's my Maris impression. You're welcome, Erin.
The soup is ruined.
Spot on. It's fucking spot on. Where was this soup last night, Kevil? No.
I wanted Gavel to have an opportunity to cook. And you're next
Okay.
on the list, Marosha.
Oh, I can cook. Okay. Sorry.
So, ask what you will. I am here to help. I believe in your tales, so what would you like to know? You know my price. It is merely to ask you motivation, curiosity, that sort of thing. So, that microphone did not know where it wanted to go.
The arm's wonky. I'm sorry.
You're good.
I get okay. Simple base question. Which is the smartest pathway to take?
If your aim is to bring the fight back to Iadrathe, rushing in as a small force might give you the advantage of maneuverability, but you would be easily dispatched if you come across a large force. So, my recommendation would be to gather forces. You already have come across many who have ill will and hatred for those in Iadrathe for what they've done to the continent of Lothorne. You know many that you could rally. One of which currently sits in a castle that you all just recently liberated from its curse. So, if you want my opinion, consolidate, strategize, work together, and then bring the fight to the Silver Spears of Iadrathe. Oh, and my question for you. What is it about size, Mirosha? The increase, the request to go into a larger size. Why is this? What is the obsession there? You thought I would just ask for the deep personal questions. No, sometimes I like to entertain myself.
Are you corporeal?
I can be if I wish.
Do you mind?
She make a persuasion check. You know what? Make a fucking persuasion check. Rolls are in this game.
It's a simple ask. I didn't think it was going to cause such a crazy thing.
I would like to assist.
Okay.
What does that give me? Advantage?
Sure.
Okay.
Thank God for advantage.
Bill's just gonna go. He's really a good guy.
I don't do anything crazy.
The most phone it in, I help with advantage I've ever heard. Yeah, he's cool.
15 total.
15.
I vouch for him.
Yeah.
She says,
Please.
Please.
all right, fine. She manifests, but unlike the visage you saw, which is this big, grand, flowing robe and hood and all of that, you see her manifest as a sort of a lithe femme figure, curly red hair, sort of round glasses, and
Oh, we
they're
about to
holding a
start
book.
my Gale arc. No, I'm just
Give me
kidding.
give me a height. Kujo. That's all I need. Give me a height.
Height, we'll say 5'9".
Beautiful. He walks over and he goes, "Hello. Sorry. I'm not gonna harm you, nor if I wanted to, you'd probably take me out. So
I would, yes.
But this is to answer your question." And he runs his fingers over the runes. It gets big. And then he goes, "Okay," and gives her the warmest hug.
Oh, this is nice.
See?
Oh, this is very nice.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
I didn't say that we were done yet. Then she like pulls your arms back.
Wait. For comparison, runs it back, gets smaller to his normal size, and then hugs again. It's nice, but not as nice, right?
This is true. Although I will say, from a personal and emotional perspective, this speaks to the soul more. The other one is just good for physical comfort. I get it. I understand. I approve.
Thank you. Goes back big. Plus, I could do this, and then throws a boulder.
She just, like, she doesn't aim her head. She doesn't turn her head or anything. She just watches it with her eyes. Very impressive.
I thought you'd like it.
Yes, Gavel and her form. If it appears back as this sort of spectral form.
I have a question, if that's acceptable.
Of course.
Chad is still alive.
He is.
Where is he?
She closes her eyes. He is in Sevadura. Only recently arrived. His path has not been so easy. Quite arduous, but he still forges forward. Found some other like-minded individuals, others with scores to settle. Made contact with some other schools, I believe. He's been diversifying his portfolio, if you will.
Of course he is.
My turn. What is this between you and Chad? Is it a rivalry? Is it a need to be the better of the two? Is it something deeper?
Well, we grew up together. He was the person I was always paired with in sparring. So he was the person that I was always trying to get the better of, and for the most part, I did. He took it very seriously and became more aggressive with his words than he was with his fists,
Hmm.
to his detriment, I believe. And I think that it got to a point where I wouldn't say that he is my rival. He is more like a sibling.
Hmm.
Someone I wish to uh, be better than,
Hmm.
which I have achieved. So, although I will say, when I found out that he was alive, if I'm to be honest, I was disappointed, because that means that he did not defend to the death.
You have satisfied my curiosity, and you may answer this if you wish. If not, there is nothing binding you to it. Does one's willingness to defend something to the death define the reason that they should remain living? Does it stop at you didn't defend our home with your life and give it in that service?
I think that there were many people that died. Many people who were defenseless. Many people who were strong. The fact that they are dead when he has strength and he is still living, that is a problem for me. If it came down to it, and this group was attacked, and I was the only one that lived, I would find that as a failure.
Thank you.
Is there any power that I can acquire quickly to defeat the devil of the battlefield and save my father?
This question is difficult to answer, if only because there are many options. But you're speaking of somebody who's made a legacy of bloodshed in wartime. If you are meaning to rout him, then this can be approached a couple of different ways. I would also like to preface this, young Sybil, by clarifying, before you think that this is my meaning, that it is not that you are not capable. The first thing I am about to tell you does not imply that you are weak or that you are not equipped, because it is quite the opposite. You already possess it, and it is your mind. You are a strategist. You are a mechanist. You have many that will fight alongside you if you approach them. Face him on the battlefield, but not alone. Not even as your small group. You have many you can turn to. That being said, I understand your meaning. Where his abilities rely on his physicality, his brutality, his bloodlust, his skills with a sword. You, should you wish, can pursue and surpass him in other ways, in the arcane. You can continue to build up your suit and your armor, which I see that you have been doing. This arcanite that you have found will be a great boon. It is said to be able to house magic cast upon it. I believe there is a ring that has a similar property that those in the Magocracy are a fan of. It is a ring of spell storing. A similar function can be pumped into the armor itself. If you needed something external, more assistance outside of those that you have come across, you could petition the Magocracy. They are a fan of their technology, and I do hear that they have a very great many siege weapon that they have been meaning to test out on the battlefield. All you need is to set up the right meeting and speak with the right person, and your forces could be equipped with technology that even the devil of the battlefield could not overcome.
That sounds like a good plan, Sybil.
It does. It does.
My question for you. Do you believe... How do I want to phrase this? Is there any part of you, as you are right now, that believes that if you were to trust in your intelligence and your brain, that you could do whatever you wanted? Or do you still hear his voice in your mind, telling you that you are less than? And if so, what would silence that voice?
It's quiet already. That hasn't been the voice that has been pushing me. And I do not underestimate my own intellect. Killing the devil of the battlefield is not the challenge. If I wanted him dead, then he would die. The challenge is killing him quickly in his realm. I need to face him one-on-one, just as he would want it. And I need him to know that he is dead because I am better than him. But that is childish, and so long as he dies, he dies. I don't know that I can gather an army before he cuts my father to pieces. And to be quite honest with you, I don't think that he would be the first kingsman to die by his blade. I felt for some time that he may be the one responsible for the slaughter of my family. Or at least I hope he is. So, that's your answer. I can kill him. Just not the way that I wanted to.
I understand. I am here to assist in whatever knowledge you have need for. Are there any questions that I can answer?
Where is I forgot their name again. I'm sorry.
Mordecant.
Where can we find Mordecant?
One of those devoted ones. You see, she almost reads the wind. Due northwest, in the mountain range, he believes that there is a set of stones that have old writing, old language, old script upon them. He is hunting for them in hopes that he will decode an old ancient language, and he won't stop praying to me for assistance with that. So you shouldn't have any trouble finding him. He is the one that quite literally never stops talking.
And you haven't helped him?
I explained this to Sybil. I don't believe in having clerics and paladins, sorry. I don't need devoted followers or worship. I am a divine of knowledge. My domain remains whether or not somebody prays to me. My preference is honestly those with self-sufficiency. And those who constantly... You are a captain. You're a ship's captain. You sometimes would get requests from your crew. Yes, we need to find this particular type of food while we are here. If possible, let us find this kind of linen. Also, if we visit this part, we can visit my friend. You know these requests. Imagine getting them every minute of the day from an uncountable amount of people all across Eloria. Sometimes you just have to tune them out.
So silence is a boundary, as opposed to like setting up a healthy form of communication between those who request much of you but offer nothing in return.
Do you think that I have not tried this?
I don't know your life.
This is true. I have tried to pass along knowledge with the understanding that I cannot just be there to solve the problems for them. I can offer guidance when it is needed most. And if it is something that is truly dire, then I can be there. But if somebody does not understand what a particular chapter of it, the book that they are reading for their exam to master the arcane, that is not something that I should be prayed to about. That is something on the individual to figure out on their own.
Sounds frustrating.
It is quite.
Yeah. Would it make more sense if like that was something that was like taken off of your plate? Maybe alleviate the frustration.
I would be able to sleep so much better if I chose to
That'd
sleep.
be crazy. I'm willing to
Actually.
help.
Hmm?
If you give me the knowledge, I'll give it to him, and he'll pray to me instead of you.
I sense that somebody else is trying to become divine.
No, I just no. I have a trident that I'd like to make glow. That's basically it.
I have one last question.
Sure.
Wait a minute, I was dealing. Go ahead, ask your question, Tibble. I'm just messing around.
You're gonna
Don't worry,
like
I'll-
this question too. I think he's gonna. What? I'm trying. I am
Find it.
going to say it in Sylvan because that's a language that I understand, and I'm hoping it's not one that Maris understands.
Okay.
How does one detether magic? In just a quick explanation of Maris' situation. Like, how do I uncorrupt that magic? Wait, son of a bitch! I speak Orcish. I'm saying this shit in Orcish.
Oh, I'm here.
I've been here the whole time.
Motherfucker, I'm polyglot. I didn't realize I had the polyglot.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
God damn it.
This magic. Actually, you specifically phrase it, how do you untether magic, or do you specifically point out Maris?
I specifically point out
Okay.
Maris.
Your friend's situation came about because of a deal that was made. Now, in doing so, I can tell you that my dearest sibling, they who guard the veil, is not the most pleased. But if there is one thing that I know about your acquaintance, King, it is that as much as he believes himself to be, he is not yet divine. And if there is something that is more powerful than a deal with a living embodiment of fear, it is that of they who guard the veil. It is a simple conversation that needs to happen. I cannot speak for they who guard the veil. All I know is that potentially a new pact could be struck between Maris and they who guard the veil, and therefore undo what was done from King. How that conversation will go, I cannot tell you. I know that my dearest sibling is one to hold grudges. So, just, I suppose, be prepared for that conversation to not go quite as swimmingly as you would hope. But there is some hope there. She responds in perfect Orcish.
My Orcish is a little rough, you know.
You just have a Iadrothe accent. It's not that bad. It's barely
Works for
noticeable.
Conversation.
It
Yeah, works
does.
for
You do
conversation
quite
very
well.
Mm.
Now I have questions for both you and Mirosha.
Oh,
Mm.
And it is really just one question between the two of you. When will the two of you be able to communicate with each other like adults when you have an issue with each other?
He.
No.
I have been handling things like an adult.
What?
Hmm.
What?
What?
Yes, you are proving your point
What?
so clearly.
It's not me.
I went.
Listen,
I went
listen,
to give myself
Miss
space.
She Who Binds the Truth. It's him. He doesn't. He's. I say things. It goes in one ear and out the other. It's.
I have been nothing but honest with you.
I've been honest with you.
Yes, even
Oh.
when they're agreeing, it sounds like they're arguing.
Yes, it is very frustrating.
At least it's entertaining.
I
point.
promised not to attack you again, and you tried to attack me.
Well, if you wouldn't be so damn, you know what?
You can take on material form, yes?
Yes, I can. No.
Oh.
I think that's what like stops the disagreement. Like both Marusha and Sybil go, really? Right now's the time?
I'm just considering the fact that they would know all of the positions. I mean, I could consider all of the things that could be done. I can't even fathom.
You're correct.
I mean, how many positions can there be, really?
37.
Oh God, Sybil.
Do you really want the answer to that?
I would love to know the answer.
No, I mean, I just figured.
394.
Jesus!
How?
Listen, I know that I did earlier, late last night, go on some tangent about how beautiful it is when mortals push past adversity and fight darkness. What I will say is you all have perfected many different ways to do that. And it's admirable how creative you all can be.
One?
Well, I mean, some of them make...
Sybil.
Well, yeah.
We...
The point of coitus is procreation, is it not?
You're a virgin. You're a virgin, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Well,
You're
then
a
why
virgin.
would Marusha and I have sex?
What?
Well, I'm just
What?
if procreation is the outcome.
Well,
why would we do that?
Okay,
Why does
well,
my sexual
I'd
life
imagine
keep
that
coming
there.
up?
I'd imagine that there is some fun to it, like sparring.
You're such a virgin. You are.
I am not. Stop saying that.
You've never seen a person naked other than yourself. Not even once, have you? Tell the truth.
God damn it. LB, god damn it. I was 100% in my head like, you have a divine of knowledge standing right there. And I'm like, are they really going to just let this go? Hi, Raiders. You came in for a fantastic moment.
Gavel, ask the question. I've already used one of mine. Ask.
Wait, what question?
There's no limit. You can ask whatever you like. Continue.
Oh, okay, cool.
What
Look,
if for two people with penises, what is the most pleasurable position?
Jesus Christ! I thought it was not.
we have a divide.
I thought.
She knows everything.
I got a question too. Answer this one, and then it's my turn.
I'm not gonna ask if Sybil is a virgin.
Is Sybil a virgin? Is Sybil a virgin?
What? I mean, first
you
off,
zoomed in on that. You zoomed in on that.
First off, thank you, Fleck Obama, for the $20 tip. You're loved. You're appreciated. Secondly, what the fuck?
Excuse me, Miss Divine. You don't have to answer that. I've already answered it.
They do. We had an agreement. I asked. They answered. They asked me. I answered. Is Sybil a virgin?
I know how to reset things here. First off, gavel, and she explains a position. That's where my line is.
Respectable.
Yeah. She explains a very
We got
intricate
That's all right.
position.
You don't have to. You don't have
There
to
you go.
explain.
There you
Oh
go.
my.
we just gotta come up with a name for what a divine would call
Lotus
the
flower
best
bomb.
position.
Lotus.
The lotus flower bomb.
Lotus flower bomb. Position number 42.
Jesus Christ.
That's the
Now
answer
my
to life.
question.
Sybil,
Yes.
I have to. Because of the question that I have for Marosha.
Okay.
Yes.
Ha! Nerd!
And now for my question. Because this will be quite sobering for you. And I really should have asked it earlier.
Nah, you'll be fine. Whatever. I'm good.
Why haven't you asked what will separate Rain from the corruption that holds her?
Fuck you. Why would you do that? I will take damage for that.
In your fucking face.
She doesn't move. She was sort of expecting that. No, I mean really. You have a divine of knowledge and magic standing before you. And listen, I understand having a brotherly sort of connection with Sybil. He is adorable. You are adorable. I get it. However, you hold this weight on your chest because you don't have your waves. And yet not once have you asked for help in sorting out that puzzle. Why?
I don't need it.
Marosha.
I don't need it. And I definitely don't need it from you or your siblings. You've already had one of your not siblings take from me. I intend to find whatever is holding Rain, and I will rip it from her with my bare hands, without an ounce of divine intervention. I know you know the answer. I don't care. I've had enough. I don't have any more questions.
Well, should you have need, I would say you can reach out, but I wouldn't want to step on anyone's pride. And she turns to Sybil and Gavel and Maris. Think of me, and I will come. And with... go ahead.
No, he just says okay.
And with a chilling breeze that brushes the snow just a little bit more, her form fades from sight.
For what it's worth, it takes a lot of time to design the armor the way that I do, so I just don't have time to socialize.
There is no shame. If it is not what you want, it is not what you want.
You have to find the right person.
No,
Says
you
Maris.
don't. But you just.
Well,
if
I
you
meant
don't
for
want
your
to-
first time. You know, it's gotta be someone you feel a connection with, that you would feel comfortable exploring that. That's what I mean. I'm not saying there's one person. I'm saying that there's just, you have to find the person that you are most comfortable with.
I don't remember the name of my first.
I would say the name of my first, but that would be making a character decision for a player that is not here. So instead, I will just say, interesting.
Gladys.
Gladys.
Yeah.
You know, mine was also a female.
No. It's fine if you're a virgin. Like, honestly, that's the most respectable thing.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far.
It is.
It is a choice.
It is like tapping the gavel on the shoulder. It is respectable. You prioritize your work and knowledge. It's fine.
Yeah.
But if you ever want to, you have people that you feel safe around. If you'd like to explore anything, I
I'm not.
could explain things.
I'm not explaining.
I think I'm pretty sure I get. The
You know,
basic
there's the talk of the
mechanics.
birds and the bees. We could
Okay, so
Still a thing?
we could go
Wait,
with
We'll
the
use
owl
some technique.
bears.
We're
Yeah.
fucking owl bears now?
Well, no, these are the stories that we tell children to sort of
You tell
I know how it
children these
works.
not
stories?
the specific
Clearly you
acts.
don't, Sybil. Clearly you don't.
what do you mean? I don't know how it works. Of course, the
How does it work?
huh?
How does it work? You're a man of knowledge. Sybil,
Yes,
How
I am.
Noir.
does it work?
394. 394.
Explain 112.
I am actually
is
going to
112?
roll a medicine check to see just how much he knows.
Oh, Jesus
Yes,
criminy.
please do.
Go ahead.
That's what.
Oh my god!
What is
Go
it?
on.
What is it? What is it? I can't see. It's a
I
3.
rolled a 5
Sybil.
total.
Sybil, tell us.
Thank you
We're
for
all
this.
Okay, I will tell you. I will tell you. There are bits.
Let it cook.
And
Go on. Yes.
the bits go into sockets.
Okay.
And then friction is required.
Friction bits and sockets.
And then once the bit has entered the sockets and there has been the necessary amount of friction and torque, there is a discharge of fluid and sex has been accomplished.
I mean, you're not wrong, but
Exactly.
I just
You all keep
hold on. So I need to just give me a 2-minute rant for just one second. The Kobold
God.
Press community manager has watched this show over and over. They tell me how they love it, and they sponsored us again. They sponsored this
They
again.
know what they're signing up for. That's
Thank
what
you
it
for the
is.
gift subs, Flacco.
Eh.
Like what this is how you want to market your Tales of the Valiant game? Listen, I'm cool with it. I'm
Kobold
cool with
Press.
it.
hit me
Hey,
up
Noel
if
did
you
it.
want a Mechanist described sex
Holy shit.
version. I got
Just
it.
Kobold Press, thank you for the love, and I'm sorry.
Oh God, that is so funny. Oh,
All right.
above table, that's hilarious. Okay.
Well, Sybil, that is correct.
Yes.
Um,
Thank
but
you.
that is not why it is fun.
Mm-mm.
I'd imagine that the fun part happens at the friction and torque. And then the fun ceases upon the
Jesus Christ. I can't, there's no segue. I can't be like, hey, this thing happens, go
Not
here.
done. We're not stopping. Shut up, Kujo.
You live in this movie. So I am very.
I'll
I
just be
told you.
here.
I know the mechanics of. I know the
Yeah.
mechanics of intercourse. I understand it.
The fact that you call it intercourse, it's just he said bits and socket and for. I'm sorry.
A moment.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sybil,
Yes.
if you approach sex as the simple um, uh, act of creating life with the bits and the sockets and the
Sorry, you guys keep saying it. I'm trying, Gavel. I'm trying.
it is but an act. But if you approach it as those of us who have explored it more deeply, an act of fun, an act of pleasure, an act of camaraderie, and of passion. It can be so much more.
I am aware. There have been a number of. There's been a number of literature written around the subject, and poetry and music. Um, you know, very well aware that this is also a recreational activity on top of being one that is necessary for the procreation or the continuation of the species. Um, I understand all of that. Like I listen, I know intercourse, guys. Like I understand it.
Good. I just don't want you to limit your perception of the act of sex or even the act of masturbation as something that
Explain that one.
something to be ashamed of, or I think a boy of your age should have a healthy curiosity of these things, and perhaps it will broaden your intellectual horizons if you do explore these things.
Master, what now?
No. No.
Go down this path. I'm rolling a full set of dice, and all of you are taking the damage.
It's almost worth it, Kujo. Noir win. Master, what now?
I will TPK this party right now.
It is a conversation to be explored at a different time. I think we have gone far enough, especially in present company, for those who are
On the internet.
on the internet. We'll talk about it.
Everyone
after.
looks into the
Don't
camera.
worry.
That was great.
Where do you guys go?
I feel like to the nearest house of ill repute. We got some lessons to be taught.
God damn it.
Why would we go to a house of ill repute?
Okay,
Don't
so
we want to go to a house with a good review?
Noir.
Reputation?
Noir. Noir.
The dice are still there. The dice are still there. All right. So, realistically, what are our goals? Gather an army. We have our main goals: find Chad,
Huh?
get Rain, get an army. Those are our 3 main goals right now, and then save Maris. But we can't do that.
And then we meet all back at the Winchester and have a pint.
Yeah.
I think we just head back to the Majocracy then.
Do we not want to talk to Mortigan?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. No. Sorry, that just broke me. Go ahead.
Oh, that broke you.
Erin's
That's
gonna be
fine.
so
We
mad
can-
she missed this episode. All right. So, we need to, first of all, it's fucking cold out here. Let's head back to the Majocracy. We can start gathering forces. And from there, we will travel. Well, I suppose we should think about what forces we can gather. We have the pirates. We have, pardon me.
Oh, smells like stew.
And soup dumplings.
Soup dumplings, man. So we have the pirates. We have the. How many people are at the castle?
I think that's honestly where we should start, like above table, right? Let's figure out what we have already before we go asking, so we can present what we have.
All right, then we head back to the castle.
Okay.
Don't we have
Now.
a fast way to get there? Don't we have like some kind of fast travel set up?
We can't leave the boat.
Man, fuck this boat.
Oh, okay. All this from the guy who doesn't know what masturbation is. It just fucking.
Don't worry, I'll show you.
Okay. Just adding
Oh no, I
points.
totally know what it is.
We didn't talk about it.
We just invoked it 4 times on the internet. It's fine. It's totally different.
It's like Candyman. If we say it 5 times, then it's a problem. Must be spoken
We're only
unbroken.
at 2.
Oh my god. Jesus. All right. You all start heading back towards Phisea.
Did we have?
Uh-oh.
We had like
Yes.
Snowmobile.
snowmobile.
You have a,
right?
like a
Okay.
giant snowmobile. Yes,
Okay.
one giant thing.
Okay.
The travel goes smoothly as you can start to see, as you move along, you're starting to see Eodrithe patrols just sort of out and about. You see some of them having encountered a monster, slay them. They're clearly trying to clear the way outside of the town for some particular reason. But I will say you guys arrive back in Phisea. Is there anything you guys wish to do while in Phisea, or do you essentially head directly to your boat and try to head back?
I think heading to the boat would be smart.
Just get right back?
That's my
Okay.
boat.
Head to the boat.
All right. Then, tell you what, because I am a fun DM, we're going to do that. And, okay.
Oh.
You all, the total journey, I mean, from where you guys were to Phisea to get back onto the boat, to get back to the castle, I'm going to say it takes close to like a week and a half. But as your ship approaches that familiar sort of mist, it passes through without issue. You all pass through the mist barrier surrounding the island, and almost as you pass through that, like the last bit of that mist, you see that the sun is shining. You can see that the castle is rejuvenated. The land around it is beautiful. It seems whatever security measure he who lies had set up when this was his home has still remained. As you approach the docks, you see a flurry of activity as Lothorne soldiers recognize the ship, and there is a small welcome party led by Averin, who quickly, you can see as you're finally like pulling into the dock and as anchor is lowered, you see him rushing. He's wearing these brilliant royal blue robes with golden trim, and he still looks like the tailor's having a little bit of trouble finding his size a little, because they still kind of drag and are a little bit baggy, but he runs and runs and runs, and then slowly, as he realizes himself, stands with a little bit of regality, fixes one shoulder, and then wipes the sweat, and then waits for you all to disembark.
I think Roche like disembarks, but like he's already activated his rune, so he's huge. And he's just like,
What happened?
Hey! What do you mean?
Okay. Well, you look good.
Should we bow?
No, get out of here with that. No, you don't need to do that. And
I mean, I don't want to. I was just
You look rested.
well, sleeping in an actual bed that is fit for a king is pretty nice. So, it's been pretty nice. How are you? How did it all go? How did everything go?
We have some things to discuss.
Okay. Understood. Is Sybil okay?
Sybil is fine.
Yeah, Sybil's fine. Sorry, Sybil's fine. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, that's good. Anyway, I was just. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Sybil pops up with just the pieces of his armor, just like this fully disassembled. Just, Your Highness, it's gonna make its way to the workshop.
He's taking a new direction.
Yeah. You know how he gets when he focuses on
Yes, he's maddeningly obsessed with it. But it's good. I'm glad that you're back. We were going to spice things up around the castle a little bit. A lot of the decor is still very old, but I figure that would be foolish to do by myself. So there's some stuff that we can all pitch in with if we want, or we can do literally anything else. God damn it, Noir.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
God damn it,
Nobody
Noir.
messed with the bodega, did they?
No. They are under specific commands to not touch the bodega.
Unless they're cleaning.
Well, yes. I mean, obviously they should be doing that, but beyond cleaning, nobody has been inside.
Okay.
You're all probably tired. I will make sure that your rooms and everything are prepared. Welcome back.
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. It's more the stress of trying to figure out what our next steps are. Yadrathe hasn't left, and we haven't been able to move yet. So trying to figure out how we're going to move is difficult. But, other than that, I'm great.
We have a plan that we've started. So, building an army.
Okay, we're going to talk about it now.
I'm sorry, was it a secret?
No, I just thought we would be more of an official capacity, you know, a bodega meeting. I haven't been
Well,
in my room
uh,
for so long.
as you we can discuss it later. I have a few things I need to take care of first.
Of course. Make yourselves at home. Welcome back. I didn't want to say welcome home. That would be a little presumptuous. So feel free. I will go meet with advisors and talk to you all later.
Ooh.
And Averin,
Yeah. As he walks away, Gavel looks at Marosha and is like, "That was strange, yeah."
He does seem a little bit off. The energy feels like not your normal royal stress.
Hmm. Is it something that we should be worried about?
I don't think worried, but aware
We are aware.
that we are. Sybil locked himself in his quarters for 3 days.
Jeez.
I think we all just peed a little bit from.
For 3 days.
Understood. Got it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you were going with this, so I don't know how to do
Vamp, LB, vamp. Yes, and.
well,
I'm concerned with Sybil. This was not a going back to the bit thing.
Right.
They also seem. I'm concerned.
Do you think that you should talk to Sybil?
I don't think me talking to Sybil would. I'll talk to Sybil.
I could speak with Sybil.
No, I'll talk to him, and if for some reason I mess it up, I'll let you know.
Should we consider that perhaps Sybil just needs time to process?
That's what I thought the 3 days were for.
You cannot rush it.
It's true. I'll wait.
All right.
Well, you want a piggyback ride? I'm still huge. You want a piggyback ride?
Well, no. It's a little demeaning. But I was.
Is it too late? Uppies! Woo! Wasting away again in Major Readaville. Great to be back. Hey, how you doing?
Is there anything else you guys wish to do before we end tonight's session?
I was going to suggest the lotus flower bomb, but that you wanted to do up. Now I don't want to do it.
This is how Lotus Flower starts. It's with uppies. Why did you think I got off the boat so big? Lotus Flower Bomb. Firefly. When I'm low.
When he goes to his workshop, he passes a guard and goes, I need someone to get me as much of this metal as they can. And every book that you have on copulation.
So, wait. You want all this? I understood this part. I think we have some in our stores.
All the metal. And every book you have about copulation and what's the word? Matadoring. I need every book you have on copulation and matadoring.
I will do what I can, Master Kingsman.
Copulation means sex.
Yes.
I need books on that stuff.
Understood.
Do you know what matadoring is?
I'm going to go find this first, and then I'll just come back.
It's number 72 when your partner stands on the other side of the room and you hold your undergarments up and you go, "Come on!" And then if everything goes well, synergy. Thank you so much, Kobold Press, for sponsoring this stream. We want you to know that we appreciate all of the work that you all do in your source book and with all of the wonderful spells and shit. Matadoring.
You know what? You guys don't get a post-credit scene tonight.
Oh wait, no, I got the word wrong. It's
Don't.
actually mastodonning. I need all the stuff you got on mastodonning.
That's 82. So what you do with that is you take it actually requires an apparatus for this one, but it's like on either side. And then what you do is you just pelvic thrust up and down.
You can
as
shoot
it
him,
does-
Kujo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. I could meet you all.
Quit serving me softballs here. I'll stop.
I wanted
Thank
to take
you.
notes that it would make it obvious I didn't know what it was if I wrote it down. I just told myself to remember it, and then I
Jesus.
forgot.
Thank you all for tuning in for tonight's game of the Tales of the Valiant, which is a system you can pick up from Kobold Press. And if you look in the chat, there's a link that goes through that you can buy it yourself. I will go ahead and tell you that the sex stuff is not included in any of the pages. Just go
We're
ahead and
working on
saying
a
that now.
supplement.
We're not. Thank you
Oh,
all.
no, it's not mastodonning.
I will take away that level I just gave you.
It's masticating.
I do not have a thing for that, and I will
Okay.
not.
Thank you all for tuning in. Before we adjourn for the evening, just a couple quick reminders for those who are going to Gen Con. If you would like to play Tales of Valiant, for the love of God, without any talk of how sex works, you can play Tales of Valiant with me. I'm going to be a VIP GM this year. So you can play in an extra special session in one room with one GM and one table and a bunch of extra Kobold Press swag. So the Gen Con events go live on Sunday. Go ahead and look up Kobold Press events, because not only could you play Tales of the Valiant with me, you can also attend a panel on GMing, which I will be in attendance for. It'll be my first panel as a person at Gen Con. So yeah, I'm excited about it. But also keep an eye out for Player's Guide 2 when the Kickstarter goes live. We definitely are excited about that and all the fantastic subclasses that are going to come out of that. But before we go ahead and set up a raid, let's give the floor to this amazing cast. We will start once again with Ian.
Oh, what's going on, everybody? I'm Ian, or your boy Big. I played Marosha, the bootleg loving pirate. I also did the bits. That's me. LB.
Meow. Hello, everybody. I'm LB Hackemup. You can find me at LB Hackemup on Instagram and on Blue Sky. I'm Hack Recklessly on Twitch and on YouTube, where you can find me streaming tomorrow. Ren and I are going to be back doing Lost Records, Wither and Bloom. The second tape is out, and we're going to finish this thing. I'm probably going to cry, because boy, did I pick the wrong person to love. Tragic. And then we'll be back on Sunday for Doma Sky Tamers with Kujo and the Scooby Gang. We'll be back. I cannot wait to see all of the new little critters that are coming out for that. So, yeah, join us on Hack Recklessly for those. Thanks. Take it away, Noir.
Hi, I'm Sybil Kingsman. I've broken the fourth wall. Can somebody, for the love of God, tell me what masticating is? I don't understand.
It's eating. It's using your mouth to eat.
That is actually literally what masticating is. You God,
That really?
fucking.
I don't know. Or you can find me all over the internet as Dino Arnigma. That's it. That's it. I just like fucking with you.
Oh. I'm Kujo. I've been your chronicler for this evening. You can find me all over the place as either Kujo Plays Games or as Critic Chronicles for official show announcements and highlights and whatnot. This upcoming Tuesday is episode 1 of our Daggerheart Chronicle called Bitten. You need to be there for it. You need to be there for it. It was hands down one of the coolest things. So tune in this Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time for the first episode. And then every week thereafter for the next 8 to 10 weeks, we are going to be playing some more Daggerheart as we are getting an official full release. I'm so excited. It's going to be so good. But in the meantime, you can also find us tomorrow night playing Shadows over Baldur's Gate, our spiritual sequel to Baldur's Gate 3. The party is venturing into the Wood of Sharp Teeth, a forest inhabited by a civilization of lycanthropes, which is going to be great. But yes, thank you all so much for tuning in. You are loved. You are appreciated. We're going to go ahead and get a raid going with Captain Robert, who is our wonderful, wonderful Bronson on our Wednesday night game of D&D with Nerd Immersion. So go and give them the love. And yeah, we will see you all next time. Good night, everybody.